My husband forgot our anniversary dinner. Not rescheduled it. Forgot it. I had gotten ready, let's call it the full thing, hair, the green dress he bought me 2 years ago that he'd never once mentioned again. I sat at the table we'd reserved at Kalina, the one by the window, for 40 minutes before I texted him. He was still at the office. Not stuck in traffic. Not on his way. Still at his desk. I drove home alone. I'll call him what I called him that night in my head, which was nothing, because I had gone completely quiet in a way that scared me more than crying would have. That was October. By December I had stopped reaching for him. Not dramatically. I didn't announce anything. I just stopped filling in the silence. Stopped suggesting Sundays together. Stopped leaving his coffee on the counter the way I used to. I was still there. But I was doing the math on what that meant long term, and the numbers were not good. His friend Marcus, who I have never particularly liked because he is loud and opinionated and usually right about things, apparently pulled my husband aside sometime in January. I don't know exactly what was said. My husband, I'll call him Cole, never told me the full conversation. What I know is that Marcus told him something direct. That he was losing me. That what he was doing, or not doing, was going to cost him something he couldn't get back. Cole didn't take it well. He came home that night in a mood I recognized as defensive, which meant something had landed. I didn't know any of this was happening. What I noticed was smaller. He started coming to bed before midnight. He asked me once, not casually, what I actually wanted to do that weekend, and then he did it without making me feel like a project. He remembered that I hate when people walk past me without saying anything, which is a small thing, but he stopped doing it. Then in February he planned a dinner. Not a reservation someone else could have made. He had thought about it. There was a specific thing he'd arranged, something from a trip we took before we were married, and I don't even want to explain it here because it's ours. But I stood in the kitchen looking at what he'd set up and I felt something I had quietly put away come back. I asked him later where that came from. He said a friend told him some hard things he needed to hear, and then he went and found something that helped him actually do the work. I still don't know exactly what it was. But I know Marcus, who I have never particularly liked, might have saved my marriage.